Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We're here for a, very special announcement, which will further show how three levels of government, the province, the County of Lennox and Addington, and the town of Greater Napanee are working together to build the future of the community. With me today, we have MPP Rick Brzee. We have His Worship, Mayor Terry Richardson of the town of Greater Napanee, and the Warden of the County of Lennox and Addington, Nathan Townend. So with that, I'm going to turn things over to the MPP, who can outline what's gathered us here today.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today. My name is Rick Brzee. I'm the MPP for Hastings, Lennox, and Addington. I'm very pleased to be here today with the Mayor of Greater Napanee, the Warden of Lennox and Addington, and the council members that are here with us behind me. It is an auspicious day, certainly. Today, we're here to announce some funding. It's a wonderful thing from the Municipal Housing Infrastructure Program, and more specifically, from the Health and Safety Water System. That particular fund, just recently announced last week, right, was increased by $700 million to a total of $875 million available for our municipalities, and again, specifically within the health and safety water stream. This is so vitally important for our communities. We know that there's a lot of pressure on our municipalities, and we know that having that infrastructure is key to increasing our housing stock and making sure that the homelessness challenge and the housing affordability challenges that we're all facing is made better through the availability of this infrastructure. The particular fund, the Municipal Housing Infrastructure Program, covers off a number of different topics, a number of different areas. Safe drinking water being key, but housing, job creation, protection of our communities during extreme weather events. We know that these are all challenges that all of our municipalities are facing. Here in Greater Napanee, this funding will help support the reconstruction of the water mains on Dundas and Isabel, and I'll actually I'll allow the mayor to speak more about the specifics of that particular program. But and in fact, I'm just realizing that I didn't write down the exact number. So
Almost $7.7 million.
7.6 something, $7.7 million towards that project. This is part of more than $4 billion in the overall Municipal Housing Infrastructure Program, and part of the $220 billion that the capital plan that the province has put forward. That includes the infrastructure programs that we're talking about today, but it also includes hospitals and new schools, new highways, new bridges, all across the province, and new transit systems as well. This particular portion, this new infrastructure, is here to enable the growth of our housing that we so desperately need. And I've talked about that briefly. I'm really grateful for the leadership of the Premier and the Minister of Infrastructure to bring these grants, to bring this funding available for our municipalities. Over the past 3 years, myself and many of my rural colleagues across the province have been very focused on pushing toward ensuring that the small, rural, and northern municipalities are being able to gain access to this funding. And I'm really proud to say that with this particular program, this $700 million chunk, 80% of it went to the small and rural municipalities. It is so vital that we're looking at that because of the economies of scale. Small municipalities are under incredible pressure. So with this funding, it making it that much easier, and in fact, in many cases, making it possible for these infrastructure programs to go ahead. Right here in Hastings, Lennox, and Addington, of that $700 million, $29 million across 6 different programs and 6 different municipalities is being funded, and you'll see some new announcements coming over the next week or so with those other programs. But again, here in Greater Napanee today, it's $7.7 million for that water main reconstruction. I'd really like to express my thanks to council, my thanks to the leadership in Lennox and Addington County and here in Greater Napanee. Right? It's with that work, with that support, that these projects can become possible. And it's due to the great partnership that we have between the 3 layers of government, as the CAO spoke to, that we're able to get these things across the finish line. It's really wonderful to see. I wouldn't be complete if I didn't mention the technical staff. As much as the leadership is required to make it happen, right, it doesn't happen without the work of the people that work in this building and over in the administrative building here in Greater Napanee and with the county. Those technical people, the ones that put the shovel in the ground, the ones that design the work and maintain it every day, I really want to give a big shout out to them. It's really important. The work they do is incredibly important for the health and safety of all of our residents, and I want to thank them for that. Right? Just making sure I'm going through my notes here. Again, this positive relationship between the municipalities and the province, specifically with our small and rural partners, is vitally important. I want to thank everyone for being here today. I want to thank the leadership. And with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Mayor, Terry Richardson, for comments with regard to the specific program.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Rick, for your kind words, but also for the support that you and your government have provided to our municipality. You know, we have to keep in mind that the town of Greater Napanee is 170 years old, you know, and we've got a lot of infrastructure here, a lot of aging infrastructure. And as we see things that are happening out right across this country, is that aging infrastructure has to be fixed, because if not, you're going to run into all kinds of issues and problems. So with all the benefits that we have of having an older municipality, there's also some challenges as well. You know, we're in the process of building new houses. We're in the process of building industry. And so obviously we're in the process of building infrastructure, but we also have the challenges of replacing and fixing the aging infrastructure. So this announcement today, you know, almost $7.7 million is extremely refreshing. And it takes me back to just a few months ago when our provincial partners also supported our growth with almost $35 million for our wastewater treatment plant. So it's this type of infrastructure that it's not fancy, it's not shiny, it's not you know, a lot of things, but it's integral to the growth and the health of small rural municipalities just like Napanee. So you know, I don't think words can describe just how thankful we are for Rick's support in our municipality, for the Ford government that keeps looking at us and saying, listen, you know what, you folks are doing a great job down there, and we think we need to support you and other municipalities in rural Ontario. So we do have with us today the General Manager of Infrastructure, Michael Nobes, that if staff or if the media has any technical questions, we have to keep in mind that I'm a mayor. I'm not a guy that builds pipes. So Michael's here to answer any of the technical questions. But once again, I just can't say enough how grateful we are to our provincial partners and our upper level governments for the support. And again, it's something that we have to do. We have to work together in today's economic environment, you know. So the partnerships that we have with the County of Lennox and Island, with our provincial partners, are invaluable. So and that's what will make our municipality strong and healthy and well positioned for the future. So thanks again, Rick. And I'm not sure, Nathan, did you have a few words?
You want a few words? Sure.
Well, again, thanks to Rick and to Terry for having me here. It's always a pleasure to be a part of these announcements. I mean, I don't need to repeat that, you know, the infrastructure deficit we have in Ontario is significant for municipalities, and it's felt more acutely in rural areas. You know, as we know, you know, a percentage tax increase for us goes a lot less far than it does for urban areas. And so we definitely need the province to be a significant partner. Obviously, in the long term, we want to look for more stable and predictable funding to address our infrastructure concerns, but every little helps. And this is not an insignificant amount of money to help with the infrastructure here in Greater Napanee. And so again, I'm very grateful to our MPP for advocating on our behalf, and to the provincial government for continuing to look to in rural Ontario, probably more so than any government I can think of in recent history, I have to say, and long may that continue.
And with that, thank you. With that, that concludes today's announcement. For members of the press, we have our speakers and of course, General Manager Michael Nobes, who might be able to, or who will be able to answer any technical questions you have. And thank you very much for coming and your interest.